This must be characteristic. Yeah. Vertex pipeline characteristic range. If that does not get a do fill, that can mean two things. Either another characteristic is still doing the previous thing, yeah, actually that must be it. Hi, Post Bonnie. Hello, Mushroom. The do fields being sent by the pipeline factory. Yeah, I'll write it to a file, seems better. And then I want to know what the last thing was that a pipeline factory did. Pipeline factory. Characteristic range compiled. That's being called from set continue state. No. Being called by 7 after doing something. Let's see. Scroll up to here 7. Yeah. Build shader. After calling build shader. Yeah. The vertex pipeline characteristic range compile state compiles, and then it sets continue state to fill, calls compiled, which then sets characteristic range continue or terminate, and then waits for the do fill, and then nothing happens right after that. This thing is no longer running. Nope. Yeah, so why not is the question. What is exactly happening? Okay, I have a problem. I have to do a bathroom break. I should not have started streaming. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, the base pipeline characteristic is probably not sending a compiled signal, I think. Firstly, I want to know what pipeline factory is in, what state. Yeah. I guess the pipeline factory is waiting for this. Waiting for characteristic compiled. Here, actually. Yeah, see, one of the characteristics is calling characteristic range compiled, but the other one doesn't. And that's probably then the base pipeline characteristic. There's actually one more thing that I saw that is a bit weird. How can it be waiting on for compiled and then getting initialized signal? You see, the base pipeline characteristic is finished here. It's done. So it calls finish, and base state changes to finish. Calls finish implementation, which calls callback, and the callback calls the signal initialized. That's pretty much not working. Especially on sending that signal from the callback. It's like really ignoring the film preprocessing compile stage. And hence also not doing the callbacks that result in signals. I think the pipeline factory should be aware of that and not wait for those signals. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let me think. Node.h. Here's the base pipeline characteristic, and that runs. You only have an initialized state. I mean, come on. It's completely. It's not even derived from characteristic range, or is it? No, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, derived from characteristic. But yeah, I'm just finishing. That's it. So we do stuff. And run the state initialized. Okay, just well, yeah. Wait, no. Okay, it runs a state characteristic initialized. And a set continue state is done. No, we are initialized. Set state characteristic fill. I never saw that being said though. So maybe I didn't look for it. No, it's waiting for the do fill signal. Huh? I think it never runs this. It just doesn't go back to the base class. Yeah, that's it. On the other hand, now I do a break here and then it runs this base type multiplex implementation with the characteristic states. Yep. I think it's time to debug this again. Debug, attach, TDB. See what the hell it's actually doing there. I haven't added anything since a while. It's only 3 questions now. Yeah, just run it. Yeah, wait, yeah, I can do yes. There's my debugger. No. Tiresome. Thread, this is thread 2 or thread 0. And state set to characteristic initialized break. Then we run the base class. Characteristic multiplex implementation. This should be running characteristic initialized. Yep, it does. Yeah. Shall I step into this? Guess I do. Fetch signal characteristics initialized. So I guess immediately the pipeline factory is going to run now. I'll just schedule it. Need to run is true. If not self-locked, then insert multiplex. Schedule run. Step. Entering multiplex. Adding to thread pool. No, that's the end of the signal. Again, an indent. Destruction. And then we get at the end of characteristic range initialized. Right, set state characteristic fill. Now it's waiting for do fill. What is current state? Characteristic fill. That will be 115. I think it should put a breakpoint there. And then I guess we can continue. And we do get that. Let's see what happened here. Set state fill, wait, running multiplex characteristic fill. So just immediately. Now maybe it already got a do fill signal on. has to be. No, next. Filled. Let's go doing the next. Boo, that was a lot. Wait for preprocessed. Yeah, that signal is never, it never gets this signal. If I'm not mistaken. Although I'm doing this here, sets it. Characteristic preprocess. Wait to preprocess. Signal was also already received. Process. And immediately done, it says signal characteristic preprocessed. Set state next. That is a base pipeline characteristic done. Yeah. Way to do compile. It's not compiling either, this thing. Well, in this case it isn't. Okay, it just really big mess. It's not working at all. Let me think. I think that in the case of the range is kind of well, not as vague. I think that you have to do the add stuff in the initialize. I don't even know what goes into the fill, but it's, I guess, free. That's one of the problems here, I think. I don't have enough examples to even understand what's going on there. Anyway. So this characteristic here, which is even derived from the fragment shader thing here now, has pipeline objects. Which are being added. Now we are past ChatGPT and John Cardano. I played with it a bit and it's just a random generator. It generates some arbitrary stuff and then claims that that is what you asked. But if you ask it anything difficult, then you got nonsense. So my initialize does the add stuff, although I'm going to have the base classes now do this. And then other adds. See, this is the only example that I have. It doesn't do anything in fill. It just prints a fill index and that's it. Ridiculous, of course. But okay, let's assume that, that something has to go here, which all must be finished before we can do preprocessing. And then again, all the preprocessing must be finished before we can do compiling. Now those last two steps are correct. And it's all user code, more or less. Now, but then I have a class that is derived from a characteristic, as opposed to characteristic range. So this one. And because it doesn't have a range, I thought, well, why would I then have to do stuff in a separate state, the fill state? Since it's a single thing, I might as well just do everything in one state. So I just do everything here. But if we don't have a range, but this would be derived from at vertex shader, for example, then we do have to add shader resources, and we do have to pre-process the vertex shader and compile it. And those must be synchronized with the other characteristics. So you cannot do it all in one block. It has to be done one by one, even if it is not a range, I think. At most, you can say that each state of these tasks are related to a certain base class. And if I don't have any of those base classes, then I also don't have the states. So in this case, this characteristics is derived from just characteristic, no range, no push constants or anything else, and therefore this one doesn't need a another state than just initialize. Okay, well, then when do they? I think I need the filled state if we are derived from characteristic range. So how about I start collecting the different states that I need in the characteristic range base class. I think I should first commit what I have now. Otherwise, this is another big change, I guess. So let's remove the debug attach. Yeah, this is kind of work in progress then, but let's commit it anyway. Maybe a missing preprocessor. Gonna rewrite all of that anyway. This is a comment out, but at least there's a fix me above it. So let's commit as much as possible. Yeah, okay. Also a fix me code, so that's okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think that change was good. So I got rid of add shader variable declaration. And I don't need this anymore. That was just for tracking. So I'd probably change that back. Yeah, I can remove this too. It's also a bit nonsensical now. So much more. Yeah, the DC always can be removed as well, I suppose, all of them. That's usually temporary debug output. Let's first remove that too. Yeah, this was on one line. I don't know, it probably doesn't even fit. Let me quickly switch to a larger font. Now we see that indeed it doesn't fit. So how would this split this up? Like that. No. Might as well keep it like that, I guess. I think this should be removed as well. The code works. It's also pretty old. Did I miss that one? No. This one. Yeah, well, I might have to re-add it, but for now, let's delete it. And then the stuff that is commented out, I guess this thing was removed. Yeah, so this is no longer necessary, I think. I added this flat create info. That's no longer needed. It's the constructor of flat create info. Might be needed again in the future, but or just don't want to commit it, because then it gets lost. Get share stage. Yeah, change that. Man, it's unbelievable how many changes I make every day. And still there is hardly any progress. Why? Right. So pipeline factory. No. The flat create info. This must have been commented out a while also. Just going to delete it. This is no longer necessary. We don't have that. Wait, it's called owning factory. Don't have that. And then there's a compile error somewhere. Now you have the same error, as in nothing, but it doesn't draw anything. So now I can commit it, after doing a status of course, and looking at all the new files. There's only one new file. It's in, yeah, looks good. Looks sane. Well, doesn't look totally sane. Why not put this just simply here? Git add, and this was changed. Git status, git diff. I added the yeah. Yeah, and then I can continue to what I was doing, which I forgot. See the source of Vulkan pipeline, that's what this one was it. What was I going to do? We were on pipeline. And I was going to edit characteristic range.h and then add an enum for the task states that I want. Might as well use these conditions. They say exactly what is needed, or the signals that are here. So what I can do is I add here, say, condition type. Needs signals. Okay, yeah, it's all a bit vague, isn't it? Anyway, I think pretty sure that range needs do fill. And then if I use the characteristic, which is derived from range, then I want it. Then I don't want to fill. So I'm going to set it to 0 then. So that would be in the constructor of characteristics, which is here. Well, oh, we have a constructor here. Let's put that with a comment. Is 0. And I need an accessor for it. And well, in this base class here, already have accessor somewhere. There's accessor. Okay. Need signals. It was a condition type, I think. Needs signals. Oh. You have to put the old paper outside. I think it's not really necessary. My box is not full yet. Let's see. So when do I need a preprocess? Well, I think I need preprocess and compile both. It does not. I'm not going to preprocess anything and then not compile it, and I cannot compile without preprocessing. So those would be needed both whenever whenever this is derived from at shader stage and a virtual base class. I think just one of them is okay. And these are task related. Don't have another one, also task related, but this is characteristic. Come on, I have something that was implemented by characteristic range in the characteristic range bridge. Implemented by characteristic range, yeah. A realized shader resource declaration. And this one also then. Get owning factory, although I'm not using it anymore, I think. Anyway, there it is. Final. I was looking for override, but it says final. Yeah, why do these things not say final? Because they are not final. Right. Yeah, makes sense. So I have another final then. Yeah, get owning factory. Right, so I need another one then, a function that sets that I need the other name of the function, some function name, and then needs signals. Then I want to add to this do preprocess and do compile both. Okay, let's call this so I want this and also a virtual function. And this is at shader stage. This must be added to this base class here. The virtual base class. Here we are. So there's another one that is being implemented by is at shader stage. Now, when can I call that function? I cannot call it from the constructor no, I cannot. That's annoying. I would like to call this from the constructor of the at shader stage base class, but at the moment that base class is being constructed, the user class isn't constructed yet, and therefore we don't have virtual tables that will allow me to access the characteristic range, because that's just another base class of the user class. So you have to wait until everything is compiled. Sorry, not compiled, constructed, and then when it runs, you can set it. But then I probably have access anyway to the characteristic range. So now I'm suddenly thinking that maybe it is nonsensical to add it. Yeah, no, it's more Boolean, I think. Yeah. So it returns if this is a shader stage or not. I could use a dynamic cast as well. Now I have this anyway. So this is going to be implemented by the add vertex shader. Sorry, not add vertex shader. Implemented by the add shader stage, which is a virtual base class of add vertex shader. And then we do have a default, of course. The default is no. We are not. And then I have to add this to add shader stage, which is also derived from characteristic range bridge. Because it fits nicely here. Yeah, final, pretty much final, isn't it? Two. As if that wasn't clear yet. Okay. But yeah. So now I have to call this at some point after construction. And then add those flags to need signals. Where can we do that? Could do it in set owner. I bet set owner is being called very quickly, very soon. Though I'm not even sure where from. Okay, I need to know who calls that. From where it's being called. Set owner. I bet I have multiple set owners. I'm just going to rename it. And then we'll see who calls it. What? Undo, redo. But it's not virtual. Yeah, forgot the const. Well, actually it works. No, wait. Undo. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever. So that's where it's being called from. Add characteristic. Ah. Characteristic range. Is it choose of pointer and characteristic range? Yeah, I guess it's probably almost the closest the function that is called most. But it's not set owner. It's set owner. You know, it's something else than. I hate to add it to that because it says that it just sets the owner, and then it's going to do something else as well. But yeah, I can rename it, I guess. Set owner and need signals. Needed signals. Want to have a quick look at the add characteristic, but that is just user code, so I don't want to add it there. Or maybe in the neighborhood. We can at least see where it is created. What is this? Great pipeline factory. Add characteristic. Add characteristic creates a pipeline. Sorry, creates the characteristics. Oh, it's being done here. Ah, yeah, right. Probably add characteristic. I think I should do it just in add characteristic. Or is this nonsense? Here's it is being created, and after it's being created, I can set it. Set the flags. So I think I should do it here. Set the needs signals. Yep, cannot do it in the constructor, or you can do it immediately after being constructed. So that should be okay, like this. Set needs signals. And I need to go back to editing characteristic range. And then we add public function. Set continuous state is protected. Also protected. Since I began, yes, it's something that is even done before set owner now. Needs signals. Or is well, preprocess or to compile. Well, we only want to do that when this is derived from. Can do an if here in front of it. Only do this if something. And if something is at shader stage. Yeah, no. I'll add a comment. Something along those lines. Okay, so now each characteristic knows which states it should have, which means I can add assert in the base class to detect that we never have anything that it doesn't expect. Right? AKA, if we have a fill state, do fill, then we must end with a call to the base class, I think. Characteristic range filled. But if we get here without having the do fill set, then something is wrong. Needs signals and do fill. Well, actually, if that is not set, then it is wrong. So not not. Okay, so this characteristic isn't derived from characteristic range. There's an exclamation mark and a question mark because we are running a state of characteristic range while we're not even derived from it. So it's like, huh, what? Big alarm bells. What the hell is going on? And then I guess we could do the same for the other ones, but well, you can exaggerate, right? Oh no, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. So this is the do preprocess, because this is a different class. And this characteristic isn't derived from add shader stage. Well, while I'm at it, Right. Now, is it possible? Let me think. I think the whole role of the characteristic task is to simplify the code a little bit by skipping, you know, the need for these intermediate states. However, on the other hand, it is just arranged with the size of 1. So that doesn't really mean anything, actually. I think it is still there, everything. And I'm afraid I have to bother the user with it. Anyway, maybe I should totally get rid of the characteristic. But then again, the fill, it doesn't do any filling. It might be doing in a preprocessing. Why? I don't even know what filling means yet. It does do fill, actually. I know what filling is, but it should do whatever fill is for the only range value. If I can put that in initialize, then there should not be any reason to wait for all initializations to be finished before we do the fills. Well, I know what I just did was say we don't have a fill. We don't have a do fill signal. We don't need it. We don't get it. We cannot wait for it. And it might be wrong, but I'm going to add an assert here. That says M needs signals and do fill, and it is not set. Supposed. to use the do fill signal. So we can also not wait for it. And basically no waiting, just continue directly, fall through to this, which doesn't exist, so I might as well remove it. So I don't have this either. There is no terminate yet. We never call this because we are not filled. And we're going to do set preprocess if we need that, because that might be needed, right? So if and do preprocess then we set the state to preprocess, and then we wait for the signal that we made to that, and after a wait always a break, and then we'll continue here, and then we have to do the terminate check because we left the function. And yeah, I think this is different. I have to continue with the continued state, like here. Man, how is this? Why is this so difficult? I am very stupid, I feel. I wrote this bloody syntax or tasks in the switch so that difficult stuff would become easy. But I did something here while making it not easy at all. I blame the fact that I'm trying to use a task-based class, multiple task-based classes even. So if this is not set, then, well, maybe we have to compile without preprocessing. No, we don't. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that until it turns out to be really, really, really needed. In other words, to compile. So we're done then, right? There is no fill because it's characteristic, there is no preprocess, there is no compile, and it's done. So I'm gonna do finish, I guess. But finish looks like terminating. But yeah, since there is no field, since this is no range, that's exactly what I can do. Finish. Break. Don't even need a done state like like the user class has. And there is no preprocess. I don't think so. There can only be a preprocessed. We must do preprocessing, then the preprocessing must be done by the user's class. So I need code that looks a lot like this one here. If we are filled, set state to continue or terminate, which sets the state to continue state. Continue state, yeah. Let's have this at the top as well. After initialized. Yeah, without the range. On the other hand, it is the same thing as the base class, so I might as well run the base class. Is that possible? Continue or terminate in the base class here. If I run that, I would do the right thing. Yeah, exactly the right thing. Might as well do that. So we don't have this. And then after the continued, oh wait, that's actually not going well because that is checking. It is having a search, which might not work then. I guess I can adjust a search. Search are, what is the word? Subordinate. But I do need it preprocessed. Okay, and I do not do this. It's kind of silly almost, but who am I to argue with myself? Characteristic initialized. Or you can do preprocessing and then we do preprocessing. Yeah, that's the way you have to look at it, I guess. We say wait for do preprocess, and therefore we will do that, and therefore we will come back here at preprocessed. And there is no need to check anything here, because that was already done. Actually, both of these are exactly the same as the base class. Aren't they? I think they are, yes. Yes, they are. Yeah, let's make this a return. And this 2. And then delete both of these. Characteristic range, it's still range stuff. I wouldn't know what is different here. What is the and then here in the direct base class type, no. What is this thing called? Nobody knows. Direct base type. Fool out. Direct base type. Multiplex implementation. Run state. Right, so we skip the fill and then we do preprocess if we expect it. And then we run, well, we should return with now the base class thing here, preprocessed. Yeah, below I didn't do that here. It's not really necessary. Yeah, there's still a problem with the expected state. Expected state, I guess. Oh, don't even noise. The expected state. Well, if you just look at the assert, it just says, well, hey, the run state must be what we expect. Well, or it is the continue or terminate thing. And this is fancy, but well, it should be the same boolean. Characteristic range compiled. Yeah, okay, the expected state stuff here. So we have been initialized, and I say the expected state is filled, and that is the case because this is then the characteristic range, which should always continue with fill, and after fill we get filled. So the next time we are called, we expect it to be with filled, which is tested here. And that's still doing nothing with that. And if we get filled back, then after filled we expect preprocessed. That is, if we continue with preprocessing, of course. And do we? Well, maybe we have a range that does fill but does not preprocess. So this is also a bit dubious, I guess. A range always fills, but it might not do preprocessing and compiling. So I think I have to add a if here. If yeah, sponge fart, if only I knew what I was doing. That would help me a lot. Needs signals and do preprocess yeah, so if this thing wants preprocessing, then we expect it to get back with the state preprocessed, and we wait for doing preprocessing. Well, we wait for the signal that we can start preprocessing. Otherwise, I guess we test that we also not want to. That's what I just deleted, right? Yep, I just deleted that. No, wait. I did that here as well. Yeah. Okay, but since this is a range, we must continue now with waiting for fill again. So I guess then we have expected state is filled, just like that. I can't do a break here, I think not. Can I? Oh, yeah, of course I can. Yeah, okay, so although since I'm not waiting here, it would be slightly more efficient to move this here and then do a fall through here. Fall minus through or just fall through? Totally forgot. Fall through. Yep. Don't with a semicolon. Yeah, because the last thing we did set the state to that, so we just continue running here. Why not? But yeah, then again, mTerminate will not be set. I mean, I don't even know when it is set. Is this an atomic? Characteristic is not an atomic. No, I don't care. Okay, so range is filled. Tell it that it is filled. Then continue. If we need preprocessing, wait for the preprocess signal. And the expected state is preprocessed. Otherwise, we do also not expect compilation. We want to get back at filled, and then we run whatever it is that we want to run here. Probably fill again. That must be the fill thing. Continuous state is the fill. Yep. Preprocess or compile state, but okay, it should be the fill then. And then we have characteristic range preprocessed. That's what we get after this. And then that says that that must be true, and then we tell it that it is. And we're going to continue again, and expected state after that is always compiled. Wait to compile or break, we get to compiled. So that reads a bit wrong. This is a comment that goes with the assert. So if the assert fails, then the comment is true. And I'm almost doubting about it, because if you read it like this, you don't see the assert. Then it says this characteristic isn't derived from shader state. But it totally is. It only is not when the assert fires. So you can make it more clear, I guess. saying if this assert failed, if this failed, search, then this character isn't. Well, right, so yeah. Oh wait, there's one more problem here. I'm sending it, I say expect that state is filled, but what if we don't have the fill, right? I think that was possible. Oh, well, we do have to fill, sorry. We always have to fill because this is characteristic range. However, now I'm sending characteristic there as well. At least that was my plan. And so then it is possible that we don't have a fill. If we don't have a fill, then I just want to finish. How do we do that? If not, I'm just going to set them terminate. True. Break. Nah, that's nonsense. On the other hand, yeah, well, I want to do the same thing. But no sense to do that. So I just finish. This must be a characteristic. Not a range. Yeah, well, I still don't know if it works, if it will work. but I don't can get it any closer right now, I think. However, there's a lot that I changed. I removed all these things. Don't have that anymore. At least as run state, right? I mean, it's just going to print a base type. Maybe we should keep them except the fill. We don't have that. I don't want to print that either. But these two I might keep. And then I have, where have I defined those things? This is a characteristic range, maybe in this file. We don't have field. I don't want to use. Now we don't even have that one. But this might be necessary. Processed. Might be necessary that the user is using this. I mean, the user is using it, and the user does not want to be bothered by the range here. So I just remove the range part. Now we have a problem here. This is there is not, and actually there is. So this must be now initialized +1. Maybe we should put it at the end, kind of in the growing order. Even though this is the first stage, the first state, those have a smaller value. Yeah, no, what else? vi window.h. So now say state machine of this thing. I do not want to have a done anymore. So let's remove that one. And then this becomes also initialize +1. And this done disappears. And then you don't have a continuous state, basically. Because after this we're done. It finishes by running that. I don't have it done. sort of. And then this one, well, that's a full range with preprocessing and compiling and everything. So I think that nothing should be changed here, or has to be changed. Continuous state is fill, one state initialized. We're done, fill, one state filled, break. So continuous state, preprocess. Why is this not highlighted? Yep, now it is. Preprocess. Now we got here also the same thing. Yeah. Run state. Files. Okay. Now, it should compile. Keyword being shoot. Expected. Characteristic initialized is here. Characteristic initialized. Okay, it's not working though, because it still didn't finish something. But I'm curious what happens. Okay, that, well, kind of expected, I guess. I'm just going to finish it first. Namely, the pipeline factory currently does think this is the one. Now maybe the number of running characteristic tasks is no longer a good name. Or is it? Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, I guess. Oh, well, certainly for this case. So, you know, we run them all, and then all of them must be initialized. So, this value equals to the number of characteristics. So, the number of characteristic tasks that we need to wait for. Finishing. Initialization. Yeah, now this one becomes to go set fill indexes do fill. So finishing yeah, I'm gonna call it do fill. It's kind of silly maybe, but hey, regular expression search friendly. And that's no longer size. That depends on which has those flags set. So I think I'm just going to set it to 0. Now I do this loop. And then if something incremented, the something being that it has a do flag set. Do I have an accessor for that? I think I did have an accessor for that. So I can do needs signals, accessor, and the do flag, the do fill. Which is defined as the same way as here. Some class. And then because it's a single open extra parenthesis. Okay, so that should work. And then we have it one more time. Two more times, I don't know. Okay, so this becomes do preprocess. I just get the exact same code. And then one think that's it. Unfortunately, no change. Disappointing. Very disappointing. What can this be? I want a glass of tomato juice, but I don't have it. It's a long time ago since I bought tomato juice. Let me have a look at the number of viewers. I had almost the same number of viewers. So I'm still thinking about Christmas. So I wanted to start at 6 p.m. UTC. But that is even 2 hours earlier than I started today. Maybe it's a bit early for the regulars that I usually have. Could do it later. I'll ask in on Discord, I guess, instead of in the chat here. I think there should be more people in Discord being able to comment on it. If anyone wants an invite, please ask in the chat. Yeah, I'm getting a bit tired of it. Let me see. Somebody is waiting for do preprocess. Yeah. It's still absolutely not working, it seems, but I think I did the right thing. Just have to fix it. Add the characteristic, set state initialize, run initialize, set state range, set state fill, run fill. Yeah, well, and then it has to continue with preprocessing, and it doesn't do that. And the other one is called base pipeline characteristic. I think that's the only two that we have. Set state initialize, run initialize. Well, you can get a lot more information about that by checking for this pointer. The other way around. That's a bit much. No, it's not. Start here. Entering characteristic range. That's constructor. Run. It's being run. Reset. Initial run. Need to run. Multiplex, normal run. Finally we start. Well, start, reset, initialize. Set state base pipeline characteristic initialize. The base state changed from initialize to multiplex. Now we finally really start running, and we run base pipeline characteristic initialize as we already had seen, and then we're immediately done, which is correct. Run BS finish, finish implementation, call back, call back. Please call back to killed. We are done. Oh, looks good, except that I don't know what I did during the callback. Oh, and then someone sends do fill to that thing. That should never have received do fill, because it is not interested in do fills. Okay. I'm not sure if it was already destructed. Probably not. But hey. Who on earth would do that? Send a do fill signal. Yeah, it would completely ignore it, because as long as it's alive. AMO and LGL. And good night, LGL. And someone else who thinks that ChatGPT is good, but it isn't. I tried it out and it was full of shit. 10 times on a row. I asked it a simple question, and it gave me a program, and the program didn't work. So it said, doesn't work. This is what I put in, that is what comes out, and that is not what I requested. That should come out. Oh, you are right. Let me fix it. Oh, the problem is that blah 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 blah, and we can fix it by changing this line into d. And then we do and an or and an XOR, and that fixes and blah 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 my words, exactly like I said it. So Okay, so I ran the new program, same error. I gave it another try. I explained completely. It kept outputting text that looked like it understood me. It looked like it wrote, it fixed it. It looked like it even stressed that it fixed what was wrong, but the code still didn't work. Again and again and again and again. And it didn't matter if I said, are you even trying? Same kind of answer. It understood that I meant that it doesn't work, and then it generated some other random code. So my conclusion is that ChatGTP is indeed generating random text. I mean, think of how it generates images. It starts with noise, literally noise. The noise is run through some neural network. And then it says, well, no, that doesn't really like a teddy bear on a bicycle in New York. So let's tweak the noise a little bit, so in a way that it starts looking more like that, according to the network. And then in the end, you end up with a picture that looks like a teddy bear on a bicycle in New York, which is great. But in the case of C++, looking like is just not enough. What it does is it generates an answer that looks like it understood you. It looks like it wrote code that is correct. It looks like etc., etc. But it never tested the code and it didn't understand what you meant. It has absolutely no clue what it is doing. So I think ChatGTP is 100% useless to write code. Certainly something that I wouldn't shake out of my sleeve in 5 minutes myself. Something easy, okay, maybe it could do. I ask it what is the bitwise end between 100 and 110 or something like that. And then it gives the right answer. So that's impressive enough, but if I would ask it to solve my problems that I have here, yeah, well, it doesn't even have enough memory, I think, to load the program, let alone understand it. Plus, it's not looking at the code. It doesn't care about code. It doesn't understand code. I also tried Code Da Vinci, but that's just trained on more on code than on English text, and I did the same thing. I just had no clue. And then I thought, well, maybe it's not possible what I asked. So I devoted a stream on YouTube, right here, this stream, during which I solved the problem myself that ChatGTP could not solve. So if you go to my videos, the live stream videos, and it's in the title, ChatGTP. You can watch the stream, and then you'll get all the gory details. Plus, I solved it, so it was possible. I think I'm going to stop for today because it's indeed late-ish in the sense that I want to be in bed in 45 minutes or something. Should be in bed anyway. I'll keep trying. Oh, yeah, so no more C++ coding, but hey, all these regulars here. You remember I gave up, I was upset and mad and stuff about ASML stock. We'll look if we can find stock. Let's call it intraday trading charts. No, 3. Just wanted that here. Balance. Can we get here? What else? I just want the cross, man. Well, it is a chart. ASML. Nothing, huh? Okay, I'll add it to my blah blah blah. Okay, I want to have the ASML chart. There it is. 5 days. It's a bit unclear, isn't it? I want it like this, but then the one of yesterday as well, like this, with the per minute graph. So really not existing. Okay. Anyway, so what happened was I bought it at 570. No, I didn't. I bought it at 572. And then all kinds of shit happened, and I sold it at 570, so with loss. And then I wanted to buy it at 564, and I could have, but I had not automated it. And then it went up, and I didn't buy it at the end of the day. And the next day it was 577. And then it blew up because of that was on Tuesday. It blew up till 605. 605. Well, I didn't have it. Well, I would have bought it on 564, I think. It's like 10%, get more than 10% gain or something like that in one day. I could have had that. I shouldn't say this is too personal maybe, but I do buy them per 20,000 euros, so that would be 2,000 euros gain in one day. And I was very pissed off that. But the nice side of it is, I really need the graph yesterday. Somehow it vanished. But okay, so the day after that, on Wednesday, I did sell it at, remember correctly, 544. And I bought it at 548. No, the other way around. I bought it at 544, didn't have it. And I sold it at 548. And it went to 550. Top. What was this graph? What was today then? Yeah. I think it might have been, might have been today. So I bought it at 544, probably here in the morning. And I sold it here at the bloody top. And then I went down again. So this moment that I sold it at the top here, that's nice. And I did have a gain. So 4 points. €4 per share gain. And now I don't have it, and it is going down. So, okay. I should not do the... I could have made so and so much money. It's more like what really happens that matters. I don't know how far it will go down. Maybe even to 500. Maybe even to 450. But the forecast is 700. So if you would, anyone has money and you want to make money, have a good, investment. I think this is pretty good. Well, the 700 might not be reached, but the 600 will be reached. So if you wait till, say, it goes down to 500 or 450, and then it's very, very, very safe. If it goes that far down, of course, I don't know. If you look at 1 month, It was pretty high here. This was the 600, yeah. So I almost bought it like here, and I could have sold it there. Whoa. But I'm glad then that it did this. Imagine being the guy who sold it at the top. This graph is very inaccurate. The top was maybe the closing time here. Yeah, if you look at a really long time, it went up and then something happened. I think the Ukraine war. And then we bump a bit. But I have the feeling that this is going to bump like this. So maybe 500. And then, you know, we go up again. And then you go up and up and up and up and up. It's kind of like this. So yeah. Except, of course, when I buy these stocks, then they go down. that's always the case. I think, by the way, that the reason they are going down right now is, I think, that the CEO of ASML said, "Fuck you, United States. We're going to sell to China anyway." I start to really dislike the United States, you know. They're squeezing out Europe. They're turning in our enemy. So they want ASML to sell nothing anymore to China. While they still sell stuff more than Europe. It's ridiculous. Why would you even ask it like that? So the CEO of ASML said something like that. Yeah, we have done enough. And for some reason then the stock goes down. So it's strange. I don't understand it. But it's not. I cannot imagine that that's going to have any impact on their business. So the lower the better, and then I'll buy it again. Okay. Let's stop the stream. Either that or I play quick game of chess, of course. Is Post Bunny here? Post Bunny, chess. Why chess? He had a few interesting games today. With a different account, but so I cannot show it. Let's play Sicilian. Bet he's taking it. I bet he's... What? Fuck! I was going to say, I bet he's playing this tonight. But he didn't. And I clicked anyway. Oh no. Well, I think I'm going to lose this one. I gave away a full night. Yeah. Oh, now we have someone who's going to think. He's going to think. He's like a night up, and he's still going to think. So annoying. Okay, it's a pretty lost game. Okay, be an asshole. Be an asshole. That's what I thought. He doesn't want to give me any chance. Oh, he's going to exchange everything. You can have my bishop. Take it. He did not take my bishop. That's useless to continue playing. That's what it is. Completely useless. I guess I need to play extraordinary aggressive to have any chance whatsoever. Now it's going to take here. I know it. Why does I take? He goes here, and I win a queen. Wouldn't that be nice? Do something like oh, he's castling. I did tick. No, this is unpinned. I'll just have to defend my pawn. Yeah, in a situation like this, where he's a whole knight up, whole piece, I hope always that they just start playing fast. Like, oh, I won anyway. What can happen to me? But this guy is taking more time than me, which is so annoying. You have no idea. It's like seriously annoying. Okay, if I take here, I open at least one rook thing here. Not sure if it's helping me. He wants to take this, of course. Very annoying. Really? Otherwise he takes here. That's also not good. Take. Well, that would... But if I move it away, then no. I'm just going to take here. I'll just take here. Yeah. Well, let's go here. Your bishop is under attack. Excuse me, your bishop is under attack. He's going to push his pawn because he doesn't want to lose his other pawn with check. Just move the bishop away. Why is he thinking? Everyone would just move the bishop here, and then he can take with check and give mate. Nope, he takes my pawn. Very, very annoying. Especially since his queen is even protected. Can take this pawn. That doesn't help me, but then maybe I can go here. He's attacking me in the meantime. It's not gonna even stay there. Yeah, but otherwise it's lost anyway, right? Can do this. He just goes somewhere. Nothing. Maybe you should chase the queen away. You can go chase the queen away, but then yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna take here, I think. I'm going to take here, win back one pawn. 2 pawns under attack. Maybe you can reduce the damage to just 1 point. Yeah. Okay, let's just take it. 1 point. And I don't know why, but he wants to exchange that. And then I can go for the... oh, he wants to give mate here. Put bishop here, for example. If I move this, I can at least move forward, but then he can sacrifice his rook. Unless I put my rook here, which might not be the best. Not be the worst move, I mean. I need some kind of fortress. Jesus, this guy is playing so carefully. It's not funny anymore. He wants this pawn? I doubt it. Let's promote my free pawn. If I have anything, it's a plus pawn on this side. Yeah, he's being annoying. Very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Cannot move it away, that is a mate. Taking it wins him in tempo, he takes that and my rook. I do not want to go in the corner. Defending it would be the only option, I guess. Or I can go here, behind my pawn. Let's try it. Oh, like that. Check here, I have to go there. Mate here. That's really mate, right? Unless I defend it. Not sure what happens now. Check, but not mate. Evil laughter. If I go here, he has another check. That would be pretty damn annoying, I think. No, he doesn't have much other checks. Then I can go here, or I can go here, and then also have a check here. That's even worse. Definitely worse. Oh no, I'm down on time. Well, okay, if you say so. Shall I go back? Let's repeat moves. Could give check here. How annoying would that be? And then win. Oh, that's defended by my queen. You have nothing. Yeah, I offer a draw. Just to steal a few seconds from his clock. This guy is rated 2137 and he can't win with a piece extra. Right. Nobody knows why he did that. I think I'll just keep promoting. I don't know. Apparently he had nothing else, so I can still give check here. He didn't run out of the check. He does run out of time though. He wants to give check again. Okay, that's annoying. This is pretty damn annoying. Check, 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 check. Mate, I can't escape here, I think. Got to move pretty quickly. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. Well, I have to go here, I guess. Check. He doesn't want to give the check there. That's like really weird. Okay. Check. Infinite check. Yes. Yes. We have infinite check. No? Oh. Well, almost. Almost. I bet he's scared. Yeah, nothing, right? We have nothing. Check here. He has nothing. He's being very annoying with the what is it called? Bishop. Yeah. Finally decided to take it. He is so bad. He's trying to give check every move because he's scared not to give check. You see? It's too scared not to give check. It must be check every move. Moron. Gonna roam around. That was your chance, but he didn't want to. What do you want to do, man? What do you want to do? No, give no check. The fun thing is that since he always oh, asshole. Oh, so lame, so incredibly lame, really. Too lame for words. Okay, there's no stalemate. He's just going to promote 2 queens. I'm gonna not give him that satisfaction. Yeah, I should not give away knight in the opening. This is so bad, I'm gonna play another one. Great. I did a pre-move in the opening and lost a knight. Don't do that. play Spanish. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a bit careful. Let's just castle. Okay, and I do this, and he takes, and I take back, and he takes again, and I take a check. Why not? I think this knight is really wrong placed, like wrong placed. This is even worse, because now he has his moves knight back, and he loses his good bishop. Let's see, that knight is probably going here, maybe, or there. This is probably better. Then I can pin it. I think this is a nice square. I still want to go in front of my bishop. He's wasting time with castling. Now you move this up. Move the bloody knight already. It's undefended, yeah. Attack it. He doesn't want to attack it. Okay. Okay. Well, no. Let's do that anyway. I mean, you have to defend bishops. And they must be defended. Okay, let's go. In the end, I'll have to defend this pawn sooner or later. Might as well do it now. Put it here. Now my knight goes here, maybe, so I can play this pawn up. He's attacking it like that. Is that a problem for me? A little bit. I go back and he moves forward, I'll lose my bishop. Yeah, this is annoying. And I should have seen it coming. Why not go here? Well, he's going to take anyway. I take, and the knight comes here, finally. Well, my queen is here. And then I take there. No, I cannot. Well, almost, but not quite. Plus, it's kind of undefended. He could take here. That would be bad. Oh. I'll just have to move my bishop away, I think. Really horrible. Horrible. I don't want him to push. So, and he doesn't push. No. I mean, nothing, because this is still a problem. Well, now there are two knights on this road, so now I could go here. And then he takes here, I take here. But if he takes here, I lost the pawn. Could defend it with my rook? No, I cannot. I cannot even defend it with my knight. I just have to take it. Dang. Yep, I'm not happy. Okay, let's do this anyway, and then can go here if he pushes. I threaten to sacrifice my knight. Well, not really, but put your queen here. Ah, because it sets his king on the same diagonal as my queen. How can I take advantage of that? That's a bit too fast. Let's think. I can go here with my knight. That thing is going away, so I want to chase it away. So play this, and he goes away, and I play here. And then his queen must defend that. And then I need two rooks. You can also go here, but there's two knights on it. Got to double my rook, I think. can also just push 1 and then 2. That's pretty annoying. Except that he would just take it. Possibility to kick this knight away, which is also, oh no, the bishop is also defending it. Okay, let's just double my rooks then. The idea is that if I push this pawn and he takes it, and I can sacrifice my knight, because if he takes here, I can take there, or there. And then I have 2 pawns for a rook, but maybe I have an attack, because then I also attack this pawn. But I must be able to kick this knight away. And I'm down on time, pretty much. What is he planning? So I kick it away, he goes here, I just take, he takes, I win a pawn. Oh, is it defended? I don't know. Got to do something. Oh, he's defending this pawn now. Okay, that was, yeah. Too bad. I'm going to do my plan. I do give away this pawn now, however. It is not the intention. He rather goes for that one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I can still not take here. Or I should sacrifice a rook, but it's hardly working. The bishop is also on it. I think I just blundered like hell again. As usual. And this is attacked twice. Can go here, but 9 defends it, and everything is defending it. And not good. Not good at all. Yeah, and now you attack that again. Guess I'll go here then. To go to bed. It's already that late. Yeah, I don't have anything. It's really bad. It is really bad. The bishop is bad. Everything is bad. Well, the bishop is not bad, but I need my knight here. Gonna put it here. Guess I can. His knight is very good. He can take it. Oh, well, it's not too bad. I'm not too unhappy with that. Considering. He wants to take here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, he wants to put his bishop here. He wants to put his bishop there. And then I go away and then I lose this. Shit. Can't defend it. No, yeah. Can't defend this square. Now this is 3 times attacked. Plus, I threaten to attack his queen, who can still not go away. Go away with the queen, please. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, I'm in check. Oh, oh no, no, I give away my beautiful knight and king, I think. I hadn't seen that. Thought I could take here. I don't have time left. Maybe that's a reason. I should do something about that. He's just giving me mate. He's giving me mate. I'm losing everything. He's gonna take that. Okay. I don't have time. And then I'm going to take extra time. I gained me some time, but now I have to sacrifice another rook just to get time. Wait, this is mate. How can I stop that? I should not have gone here. I should have moved my queen here. Would not have helped, actually. Okay. Too bad. I lost some time. I mean, I could have done something like this pawn maybe, or this pawn. I lost some time. Yeah, well, clock is also... You see, just never do that. Just sucks. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the stream. Good night.